and it was the Umar fight that proved to me that he's a top level guy. The way he was scrambling, the way he was moving out there, even though Umar was able to like take him down more often and get his back in certain positions, he never stopped. He never stopped tussling in that fight, and he had a hell of a fight with Umar. And I think that's going to carry over here.
Yeah, and Corey Sandhagen, I've been watching a lot of his vlogs and stuff, and now he's opened his new gym, and a lot of these practices, he's kind of running the practice, inviting the guys to the practice, running the practice. And Mario Batista, he's got some of the best partners in the world, and he's going to the gym 2 times a day. That's his focus. He's not worried about running a business. He's worried about fucking up Corey Sandhagen.
What do you think
That's
about
it.
that? What do you think it's kind of?
I think Mario. I think you might see a big difference here. I think Mario might come out there and look great.
Make him look bad?
It's a possibility.
For sure. What's the odds in that fight?
That's a good question. That's a great question.
What are the odds on that fight? I can check right now. I would imagine that Mario's... Oh, no, Corey's a slight favorite. Minus 150 here. I try not to look at the odds before I make picks, but...
Really?
But yeah, Sandhagen is a slight favorite here. I would go with a young blood in Mario Batista. Even in the original Sandhagen fight, he was doing pretty well early on the feet.
Mm-hmm.
He's a real underrated fighter, you know. I think it was the Aldo fight. Even I trashed him.
Yeah, give me your booty. Or
against the cage against Aldo. Everyone kind of tarnished him with
it's
this
cool, fucking old mask in the middle of the fucking camp here. This is pretty sick.
Since then, he's put on great performances. You know,
he's one of the most well-rounded guys I know. He's a great black belt in jiu-jitsu. He's got very good offensive and defensive wrestling. He can fight both stances. Did he fight Patchy Mix? Well, he was switching a lot with Patchy Mix. And he fucking schooled him. And Mario was just on a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fight win streak. And then he lost that decision to Umar, which he damn near fucking, god damn it, if he'd have thrown that same side head kick a little bit more. So he's on a hot streak right now. So this is a big fight. This is a big fight for these guys.
What happens if he wins? What do you do with him and O'Malley being at the top of the same division? Is it a title only type of situation, or?
God, I mean, that's just such a tough spot. It's so hard. But Mario's goal is to be the world champion, and our goal is to be the world champion too. It's just it's such a tough spot.
There's a him and us type of vibe here.
Well, it's just like that's the goal. It's hard because we know Mario, we know his family, we know his kids, we've seen him growing up. Mario's like actually the fucking nicest person you'd ever meet. Really so training to fight him would just be. It just wouldn't be that fun. It wouldn't be that fun. But I mean, there is a world that he ends up. There's a world where it might have to happen. I don't know. We don't want it to happen.
It's getting. It's getting more and more real the longer it gets.
I just think too. I know people are gonna balk at it, and everyone's like, "Oh no, Suge can't beat Merab." I do think there's a world where Suge can fucking beat Merab.
Yeah,
there just is.
Of course,
O'Malley's a fighter where there's always that chance that he pulls it off. That he finds that shot like he did against it. The people were saying before the Aljo fight, there isn't a world where he beats Aljo based on the style. But if you can find a way to do it and you can avoid
get
caught by it. But I think Mario, speaking of Merab, Mario Batista has the style to beat Merab in a way.
Yes, he does.
His hustle, his scrambles, and his danger on the feet and his size and physicality for the division, I think he would give Merab a hell of a fight, especially because if Merab's... Listen, let's say Yan beats Merab in a trilogy, which it sounds like they're going to run next, and I think is what's going to happen. Merab's fights may not be 5-rounders anymore, and that is a bit of a takeaway for him. Imagine Merab on the main card of a pay-per-view, 3-round fight against Mario Batista. All of a sudden, that cardio isn't going to be as much of a... People can push that pace for 3. It's hard to push it with Merab for 5.
Yeah, and the thing about Mario is his strength is his cardio.
Absolutely.
Like five rounds is doing him a favor. They were pushing for 5 rounds against Umar. They wanted 5 rounds against Umar, and Umar and those guys were not wanting that, which was smart. So that's a strength for him, and I do agree. I think Mario would match up great against Merab. We'll see what happens. There's still no rumblings. There's nothing confirmed. I've heard rumors October where Peter Yan's going to fight Merab. I don't know if Merab's dealing with his busted nose, his busted face. If there's pieces moving around in your nose and you get that thing hit, wrestling, sparring, fucking A's. I've never had a broke beak, but Joe, you've had many.
Yeah, for sure. Everything. It seems like when your nose is hurt, everything's going to hit it. Obviously, it's not the case, but every time you get a hit, it's like, bzz, bzz, bzz. That sucks.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
God, I was talking.
I just feel like Marab's not going to get it fixed. He did an interview where they asked him, "Are you going to get your nose fixed?" And he said, "No, because they said that I'm going to be out for a year if I do this surgery on my nose. So I'm not going to. I'm going to have to fight anyway." And I think if Jan hits him on that nose, bro, that's breaking in the first round. And with the visible damage rule in close fights, where if someone gets cut or someone gets a broken nose, they start thinking, "Oh, we'll give the round to the other guy." Dude, Marab's got cuts here, there, everywhere, broken nose. Yeah. Jan's going to mark him up. And Jan doesn't take damage easily. He doesn't show damage. I think the only one who's really damaged him is Marab with a headbutt to his eye, and O'Malley when he cut him with that knee up the middle. But other than that, he's got that tough skin, that Siberian skin.
Yeah, he does. And who knows? Who knows? There could be a world where Marab's like, hey, I got my nose hit in training again. They're like Suge versus Peter for the title. Again, if we can train the right way, if we can have the right train camp and we can get through these train camps healthy and train the right way, I do think there's a way to beat Marab. I do. I really do.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, you might never have to. This is part of the game, What if Jan beats Marab and O'Malley just gets that Jan fight and all of a sudden it's smooth sailing,
Literally smooth sailing.
That's a much easier matchup.
Yeah. We got big Robert Whitaker making his 205 debut, and they didn't give an easy fight. They gave him Nikita Krylov, who's a giant, who is a giant 205er. And back in the day, I'm pretty sure Robert Whitaker was on the Ultimate Fighter at 170. He's 6'1". He's not super giant, but Nikita Krylov's a clean 6'3", 205 pounds, and the guy's got 31 wins, 13 KOs, and 16 submissions. Started off as a heavyweight. So, I mean, you could see Robert Whitaker come out there and just outspeed him with that low Roy Jones Jr. type stance and piece him up. Nikita is 1-2 in his last 3. He's coming off a win, and big Robert Whitaker, I'm pumped to see him at 205. He's coming off two losses in a row. He lost to Hamzat and then that close fight to Rainer de Ritter. So
I think Whitaker's gonna win.
Yeah.
At 205. He was at 170. I don't think he's 6'1". We see this a lot with heights in the UFC. I think he's probably 5'11". Seeing Drickus stand next to him, and I've stood next to Drickus, and you can kind of see that sort of graph downwards to Whitaker's height, but he is dense, very, very dense. Even seeing him on Embedded, he was in the pool with his kids, and he's like a real dense. I don't think he's going to be cutting much weight, but he's got a lot of weight in his legs, in his hips, in his torso. I think he might be a bit more powerful than people are going to be ready for at 205. And one thing about Krylov is he's so sloppy. Krylov is so goofy and skedaddles after guys, and you can almost hear the Looney Tunes music playing as he goes out there. And I feel like, Whitaker could catch him with some slick shit. Whitaker could just sting him on the chin as he comes in with a good hook.
Yeah.
I could see that light man skill paying off, but it's tough. It's tough being as small as Whitaker going up against this guy, but
yeah,
I reckon
he's going to have the speed advantage.
Go on.
He's going to have the speed advantage, and he brought his 6 kids to fight week. I didn't know he had 6 children. Mm-hmm.
Why would he do that?
Why not?
He's pushing for 7.
That's a lot of fucking pressure. I mean, I wouldn't do it.
Airbnb?
Still, you got the kids, daddy this. I mean, unless he's, what's the point of that?
Probably just it'd be hard leaving your kids. You really love being around kids. You got to leave them for a full, who knows? Everyone's so different.
When I would leave for the fight, sometimes it'd be a break, fuck. I mean,
don't you think, though, if you had like 4 kids, having 8 is
Yes, sir.
different than having 4?
I'm Captain Jack Sparrow.
I disagree. I think I'd be just twice as hell. I mean, because 2 kids, man, 2 kids is a lot. Then, boy, I'd just be crazy. I couldn't.
But don't you think it like goes down in how different it feels?
You're just numb.
Like having 1 kid and having 2 kids, you've got twice as many kids.
Yes.
All of a sudden, there's twice as much to deal with. And then 3 kids is like, holy shit, there's 3 of them. But once you've got 5, is having 6 or 7 like that? You've kind of got this routine of having a hectic house. It's almost like running a military camp in your house every morning to get them to have breakfast, maybe.
Yeah. You have to
So I
beat
think
them.
once guys go past 5, they might as well hit 10.
Yeah, I mean, you say you need to get their respect. You're saying,
yeah, you have that many kids for sure. They're gonna be looking to take you out of the knees. I mean, it's kids can be ruthless bastards. I'll tell you that.
I believe
Yeah,
it.
he's got to keep them kids in line. Whitaker dishing out 1-2 head kick
Yeah.
combos.
Yeah, same
For them not
side.
brushing their teeth. Yeah. Same side head kick combos. I mean, listen,
Dude.
if there's one guy you don't want to piss off as a dad, it's fucking Robert the Reaper Whitaker, dude. That
Yeah.
guy was the man at one point.
Fuck yeah.
Did
And
he
we
get his teeth bashed out?
no, he got him caved
I
in.
know,
I
I
mean,
know.
side of the glove.
They actually pointing into the side.
I think it looked like one of them concaved a little bit, maybe on the bottom tooth.
Would you tap
The
out if
front-
someone's wrenching your teeth like that?
Yeah.
Probably.
It was the front. It was the front row. He has no molars on his backside.
What?
It was kind of a people were betting on the Chimaev fight purely because of that, and I kind of dismissed it at the time.
Because of
But
the
they got
molars,
proven
huh?
To be correct.
Wait,
'Cause he has molars missing on the side back teeth.
Empty
So
lots?
there's nothing. There's nothing supporting his front bottom teeth. So
And-
if you put pressure on them, it just sort of folds. They just
Oh,
all
that
folded
makes
in
sense.
his
That makes
mouth.
sense.
Well, I went to I had my molars giving me real issues. I went to the reservation dentist and they pulled the wrong teeth. They pulled the teeth in front of the molars. Shortly after this, I fight and the kid punches me right where I'm missing my tooths and breaks my jaw.
Really? So
Same spot.
does the jaw be weakened when the teeth come falling out?
Fuck, it has to.
Yeah,
be,
I would
Joe.
imagine so. Yeah, like the teeth are structured in a way to hold the gates at the front, no, with all the teeth in the back.
Oh,
It
the
makes
gate,
sense.
that's a great.
So I
Maybe.
mean, we need to find out.
Reservation dentist is crazy.
I'm a ship captain, you
It is
dildo.
free dental.
Did you
Wow,
have
did
anybody
they
complain
shake
to?
a fishbone in front of you and hope it was all good?
No, they actually picked me up with a bunch of full-bred natives in a minivan.
Your red hair just
Took me to
sitting
the
there.
dentist.
And so did you say you took my wrong fucking tooth, asshole?
I just said I'm in pain. Can you get these taken care of back here? And
Jeez, finish me off.
They took out the ones in front.
What the few
I got
good?
a gap. Look,
I'd be
on
mad.
both sides.
Oh shit!
Oh, Jesus.
You ever bite down a chip and take one right to the gum?
God, I'm just usually just gnawing on bananas.
Baby food and whatnot.
Yeah. Okay, we got another big one here. We got Big Bobby King Green, 35 wins on a 3-fight win streak, and he TKOs Daniel Zellhuber. He takes out Jeremy Stevens, and now he's taking on the fast-paced Terrence McKinney, who's 18
My
and 8,
personal friend.
9 KOs, 9 submissions. I like Terrence. There was a point where he was wanting to come train with us. It didn't come to fruition because I think it didn't end up coming together. This is gonna be a sick fight though. If you had to bet, who you got?
Oh, this is the thing with McKinney is you never fucking know. That's the thing with McKinney. I'm probably going to go with Terrence McKinney, but again, with Bobby Green, you pick against him, he's going to get it done. With McKinney, you pick against him, he's probably going to get it done. They're kind of underdog merchants, the pair of them, where they just like make a living off of being the underdog. So maybe you have to wait to see who the underdog is on this one because it's a bit of a fucking coin flip.
I mean,
between the two of them.
King Green's got his strip joint.
See, that's real. He's really got a strip club down there. Imagine what he's doing down there.
I can't imagine.
He's bending over every whore down there.
You think?
Of course he is. Guru, don't you agree? He's got a strip club down wherever he's got. He goes in there and just bluffs
I
them
think
women
he
every
has
other
kids
day.
with like 4 different women. If I
can't
remember
poke the
correctly from some of his
employees.
interviews.
Shit, I guarantee he's making some bends here.
Really?
For sure. I mean,
Yeah, I mean that's Floyd there for you.
Floyd's a regular Israel ambassador now too. See that?
Oh, really?
Floyd Mayweather.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
He,
he's all about that money though.
yeah. He went to Tel
Family
Aviv and kissed the wall.
Yeah, supposedly he's strapped for cash.
Is he?
I don't know.
Hey, you better kiss it again.
Okay. And then we got another great one here I'm excited for. We got Cody Garbrandt. Cody Garbrandt, 15 and 7. He's on a 1-fight win streak against a guy, Long Xiao.
Long shaft.
Long Xiao. And that was a weird fight. I thought Long Xiao won. But he's taking on a dangerous guy, Adrian Yanez. But Adrian Yanez is 1 and 4 pretty much in his last 5.
What are you saying?
It's going to be a good bout. 2 boxers, 1 Mexican boxer who fights with his dukes up. Cody Garbrandt, like explosive, fights like a 135 Chuck Liddell almost.
That's a good take.
Yeah, Garbrandt coming off of his infamous groin shot victory.
Yes, that's what it was.
What happened?
Yeah. Long Zhao went for Cody Garbrandt's Long Zhao, basically. And he just kicked it over and over again until Garbrandt got enough points deducted from him to where he won the fight. Garbrandt won the fight because Zhao Long couldn't stop kicking Garbrandt's.
He repeatedly kept rattling his dong like that. Was it intentional?
Oh, he just couldn't. He couldn't help him. He couldn't. No, it was accidental, obviously, because he doesn't want to get points taken away. But he just couldn't stop throwing these inside low kicks. And Garbrandt switched his stance and moved so much that he kept getting hit in the groin, and then boom, his hand gets raised.
Damn.
From doing basically fucking nothing for 3 rounds.
Hey,
I think Yanez has
beat
got
on
him
for a
now.
while.
Yeah.
What was that, Joe?
He got his genitals beat on for a while. That's doing something.
Yeah.
That's something. I mean, that's a punishment. That's almost worthy of victory
Yeah.
itself. But I'm gonna go with Yanez. I like Yanez's jab. I like his.
It's a
boxing.
gator.
I thought he beat Ricky Simone, pretty clearly as well. And Simone's pretty good. Simone is a pretty good unranked bantamweight. Actually, was I think one of the first few guys in the UFC to beat Merab technically with that whole guillotine situation. And Simone's pretty crafty. So I think that Yanez is gonna do some real good work with his jab. Because Garbrandt's got good boxing, but jabs sneak up on him. You know, Cruz is
Skinnigator.
well, but when he punches, it's weird angles. They take a little longer to get to you. So Garbrandt can like weave out the way of a lot of those and do his little beatbox, you know, sort of breakdance and stuff. But when you saw him against Rob Font, Garbrandt, the straight shots really did sting his head back a bunch. The jab, the two, and Yanez has got those. So I'm going to go with Yanez here. I think Garbrandt's looked like shit recently, no offense.
Yeah, I think that's a great pick. Then we got the big Gable Stevenson. I'm pumped up. 3-0, 3-0. Sean Shelby told us, hey, no way we're signing a 3-0 guy. I mean, we were pushing for one of our guys. He said, no way we're doing it. They signed Gable Stevenson, which I get it. I mean, he's one of the greatest American wrestlers ever. And now I see Hokit online poking at Gable Stevenson a lot. And they're supposedly from the same gym. I don't think they're in the same room very often. But that's a fight I feel like we're going to see unless something happens to Gable Stevenson. I mean, Gable's going to have to probably win 3 fights to even get to Hokit. But, God, that's a sick fight right there.
Shit, who do you got for that?
Hokit and Gable?
Yeah.
Hokit. Right now, Hokit. Gable Stevenson's going to have a lot of pressure. He's such an explosive guy, though. He's so fast twitch. I talked to one of his like high school wrestling teammates back in the day, and they're like, dude, trust me, Gable is not a fighter. When he gets hit, he's going down. He is not a fighter, but he got cracked in one of his fights, and he came back just fine. So I'm pumped up to see it. He's taking on Alicia Ellison, who's coming off a TKO loss. So a perfect debut, a big card. Gable Stevenson, are you excited to see him?
Very excited because it's heavyweight and we need heavyweights. We need the heavyweights big time.
We do.
And Hokit's kind of like filled that void at heavyweight a little bit on the come up. You mentioned him. But yeah, Stevenson, I'm not sold yet. It's hard to like, athletes are going to get far at heavyweight on the
Like, how am I supposed to make the fucking jump around the fucking wall, you daffy cunt?
What happens
oh, then you jumped off that.
In front of you, or an Ante Delia, or one of these types of guys that knows the game. You know, they know how to move.
Oh yeah, the fucking. You want me to jump past the tree where there's no fucking jump mechanic for it? Please fucking tell me how that's supposed to work.
What you're talking about him getting caught, but I still think he's a bit of a ploddy guy past the first minute. He does plod, and he's a bit short. And at heavyweight, it only takes one.
For fuck's sakes, I'm holding. Oh, so now you don't want to fucking run on the fucking log.
And I'm thinking, no, don't fucking give him.
Like, holy fuck, you guys, what were you doing? Ooh, I can't climb this log.
Heavyweight rankings that are going to give him real problems. Don't Bo Nickel.
Retardation.
You know, that's what I'm thinking.
And he's running on the log, fucking crouched like a fucking Momo.
Ellison, random that I've never even heard of.
Yeah,
I think
but climb the log.
To lose to Gable Stevenson, which is, you
know, no.
Objective here is to get Gable going, but I think a slow build for him. And if you're Gable Stevenson, you should take a slow.
Oh yeah.
Don't listen to these guys saying take on Volkov now, because in the UFC, you work on contracts.
Yep.
And when your contract's done, that's when you renegotiate. Don't go in there on your first fight contract and fight Volkov and Blades and these top guys. Get through your first contract against unranked heavyweights, and then when
all of a sudden there's a fucking another guy here that can fucking see me. You want to fucking go, buddy?
And then I'll fight Volkov, and then I'll fight Blades. And that's
oh my god!
You're gonna get robbed fighting for a belt for about fucking 200K or some shit.
Yeah, I mean, Chug said it best. You want to fight the worst guys for the most.
We waited for someone to come fuck with me. Now you're dead, pussy bitch.
And Gable's only 26 years old, which is crazy to think. 26 years old.
Wow, very young, yeah. Very
He's
young.
born in
That's
the year
crazy to think about.
2000.
God.
And yep.
It's crazy.
Younger than me.
You think the guy will climb the fucking log? No, he won't.
Making their debut and thinking this old fuck.
Like, please tell me how's his jumps fucking made. I'd love to fucking know.
Yeah.
But nowadays, all these contenders, dude, even the older ones, I'm still fucking older than them. It's crazy.
All right, we got some callers here on the hotline coming in for some advice here from Guru and Joe Riggs and myself. Let's let one rip here. Oh, Nick, you sent those to me, right? Okay.
What's going on, Jobin, Kimbo, Joe Tiggs? Well, boys, I'm just having some tough times right now.
That's not the way it went, but all right.
I've been together for about 4 years. Last year, it's been real on the rocks, you could say. And essentially, my attention got caught by a bad little Asian.
This is the Sea Serpent outfit in Assassin's Creed BlackFlag Resynced with the awesome face mask, but also a pretty cool hood that you can put on manually. You leave water drops behind while walking and while swinging the special weapons around, and they are pretty good too, giving you health on a perfect parry. But the pistols in particular give a ton of health back on a headshot. There's a similar naval pack with glowing blue sails, and you also leave an icy trail behind. This is certainly the best pack you can buy in the store, but overall these items are completely unnecessary. The game is already pretty easy, and there are a ton of very good items to earn in the game. This is the Sea Serpent outfit in Assassin's Creed BlackFlag Resynced with the awesome face mask, but also a pretty cool hood that you can put on manually. You leave water drops behind while walking and while swinging the special weapons around, and they are pretty good too, giving you health on a perfect parry. But the pistols in particular give a ton of health back on a headshot. There's a similar naval pack with glowing blue sails, and you also leave an icy trail behind. This is certainly the best pack you can buy in the store, but overall these items are completely unnecessary. The game is already pretty easy, and there are a ton of very good items to earn in the game. This is the
My fellow YouTube viewers. Last year, Trump Mobile stunned the nation, announcing a made-in-the-USA cell phone that would bring American values to the mobile industry. Well, the made-in-USA stuff was obviously a lie, as were the promises of top-tier performance. Those claims of made-in-the-USA have now been walked back to assembled in the USA, but I gotta say, after everything this device has been through, I'm not super inclined to believe that either. The initial promise of shipping a 6.78-inch display with 12 gigs of RAM was replaced by a smaller display with an undisclosed amount of RAM. We did end up getting a 6.8-inch display and 12 gigs of RAM, so you got to give them kudos there, but it just raises so many questions about this whole process, right? Because how could they have planned to ship a device in just a couple of months and yet have no idea what the specs were? And that's not even mentioning all of the fake photoshopped pictures that they tweeted out of what the phone was going to look like, and then ultimately were nowhere near what they ended up delivering. And that's just one of many controversies around this thing. You had to put up $100 in order to lock in your price and secure a pre-order, but then explicitly on their site, they said that it doesn't guarantee you a price. They did deliver the phone. It is at the original price in spite of the global DRAM and NAND shortages, just 10 months later than they originally promised. Let's have a look at the included accessories. Ooh. Oh. All right. I thought I was at least going to get a branded, generic, flexible phone case. Nope. Just a branded bag. You might say that now that I've bought this phone, I'm a bag holder. In the box, we get a SIM removal tool, a user manual, to help get us started with our T1 SGG06 device. Already, there are some features I appreciate. It's got a 3.5mm jack as well as a micro SD card slot. It does support wireless charging and NFC. Making a call. Tap the phone icon. Then tap the dial pad icon. Enter the number or the first letter of the contact's name and select the contact. Ooh, this has the most boomer energy. Like, you know what phones don't come with anymore? A written manual that tells you how to turn them on. Yeah, we should have a written manual. You don't want to go on that newfangled internet to find out how to connect into the Wi-Fi. And the manual is only in English, as the good Lord intended. What else we got here? Okay, not gonna lie. That's kind of a cool looking USB cable. Yep. Yeah, the molds don't really match. Well, look, I make cables for a living, okay? I gotta be able to evaluate this stuff. Nothing unforgivable, though. Not the most supple sleeving. If you guys want something a little bit more premium, our True Spec cables are now back in stock, lttstore.com. What else we got in here? Included charger.
Get me the fuck off this boat. Oh my god. Get me the fuck off. I don't want... You're telling me I'm locked onto the boat right here. I don't want to fucking... I want to get off and check this fucking island. Oh my god, that shit is immersion breaking. Oh, we're gonna make you fucking stop and do this other shit. I want to go hop off and explore that little fucking island. That's fucking retarded. Mm.
Hid this. Is that what I think it is? You do not have enough skill points to purchase these upgrades. Would you like to complete this purchase with football points? College football points are needed to purchase. 5,437 is single player!
Damn, that's like 50.
Wait a
That's
minute,
$50. $50.
Just to go to 80? How much is it? No, not shit, no! What? What is happening? Cause I press X! I press X to back out! Oh, thank God!
Oh, shit.
What the fuck?
I was about to be, my play is gonna be, my play is gonna be 80 for $50. $50, my play could be at 80 overall.
Fuck!
But best part is, it's a single player though.
But Joe, if it costs us $50 on top of the 70 goddamn dollars, what does it take us to be 100? $100 to be 100? What the this is offline!
I told you it was coming.
This is single player! This is not Ultimate Team! What is this doing in the single-player Road to Glory mode? Nobody asked for this. You didn't even do the stuff that they were going to do. They were going to, Joe, we'll go on campus and you'll get close.
Tortuga.
And you can level up and you'll spend the money.
That's going to cost money too.
So, but EA is like, we're not even going to fucking bother with the effort to do the big fucking open world mode where they want you to spend money like 2K. So they're going to put it in the game without the effort. That is just like EA.
Yeah.
And I think I broke the audio. I broke the fucking audio again.
That's exactly why I wasn't a 5-star recruit right now.
No, Joe, I remember very specifically.
There's a lot of
there was
what'd
a
you say
setting
earlier?
somewhere.
What'd you say earlier? 1 step forward, 2 steps back.
7 steps back.
7 steps back.
Which means you'd need 150 playoff seasons to reach max level. What? You're telling me I have to win 150 years
to get max. I'm done with the game. I'm done. 0 out of 10. Fuck off.
I'll be 151-year-old man before I can reach max level. Or fuck you, give me money, says EA. This better not be true. This has no place in Dynasty mode. You're absolutely right. Dynasty has always been about building a program over time and not being pushed towards microtransactions like your piece of shit Dynasty mode. I fucking told you, your piece of shit Ultimate Team mode. I told you guys multiple fucking years. And as soon as you're not looking, as soon as people stop caring, they are going to put it in the game. This is the turning point for college football. It's fucking over. You're going to have microtransactions up the ass. To progress your coach. This is coach progression. Wait a minute. I'm over here at player progression, Joe.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot
That's
about
what I said.
coach progression. So
Dynasty.
now I got to upgrade my player and my coach. I got to upgrade my coach. So the coach mode needs 150 years to reach max coach. You done fucked it up, EA. You greedy motherfuckers. You've killed football. You have a monopoly. I hate that they get away with this. You know this is coming to Madden. It's already in Madden. There's already microtransactions of the ass in Madden. But if it comes into college, it's going to get worse in Madden. This is a big Bordeaux put out a video. We need to talk.
They're starting to turn.
This is a fucking content creator that gets paid. This man gets paid by EA. And he's saying this shit. Well, you better be careful, bro. You're about to get kicked out. You're about to get unpaid.
No audio on that.
Huh?
No audio.
No audio?
Single player.
He said this.
You can hate me. You can like me. Please just listen to me for a few moments. Because what EA is doing with microtransactions is going to ruin single player modes. Dynasty.
That's what I fucking said! That's what I've been telling you! Alright. That's it. Okay, so if a content creator now is like, I don't care. I don't care. I'm not sacrificing my integrity. Well, good on you. Good on you, Bordeaux. Because you're probably about to get kicked off of the fucking program.
Yeah.
To glory, if they don't see any community pushback, it is going to get really ugly. However, it is not too late for them to correct their mistake either.
It is.
Over the next couple weeks,
They're not gonna correct it.
Correct their mistake? They don't think this is a mistake. You know it's a mistake. I know it's a mistake. To them, this is intentional. It's not a mistake. This is intentional. This is exactly what they want. And they're not going to correct their mistake unless people stop fucking buying it.
Hey, you will see hashtag CFB play don't pay across all social medias. I will be putting this under every single post until they address the issue. You can't just sneak microtransactions in, have us creators super excited to play the game, say nothing about it at Chicago, and just expect this to be cool. Expect us to...
Oof. EA fucking lied. They sprung it on them.
Oh, yeah, go spread our good word. Hey, it's a great game. It's amazing. Oh, we didn't know about that. Like, yeah,
that is fucked up. No wonder he made a video. He's worried about blowback. At least he has integrity then.
I'll be so excited.
I wish you had said some of this stuff a long time ago when you saw inklings of it happening.
Through the dynasty portion, then missing setting here. If you were to do a
That's what I'm saying. I'm looking for the setting, Joe.
Go. It's
Hold
on.
on.
It's on. Switch.
Let me just continue here. Let me just see if I can. Actually, I can continue in Road to Glory. Stop patching. You're trying to fucking patch shit out, and I know it.
Yeah, they took it out. They took it out. Now it's only going to take you 150 years.
Faster and fastest!
Oh, it's a fucking...
It didn't get any more blatant than that. That's a mother... slap in the face. That's a motherfucking slap in the face. To all of you football fans, to all of you college fans, they think you fucking pay pigs. Now, you're going to give me more money for single player. If you want to progress your character, you give me more money.
It shouldn't even fucking matter.
If you want to progress your character reasonably, you're going to give me more money. Wow. I've already spent, $70.
This pussy's running from me.
There it is. Oh my God!
Slower? Slowest? Normal.
What the fuck?
Wow. Why the fuck would you pick slowest?
They removed it!
Slowest?
I can't stop smiling.
The audacity.
The audacity.
Of putting slowest?
The audacity.
Spend money. Now.
They removed faster and fastest, guys.
Wow.
So that you spend money. And I bet you progression is really fucking bad.
Yes. Yes, it is.
And I bet you, oh my God. Well, yeah, the guy did,
somebody
did calculations.
Way to go, lads.
I'm done. I'm fucking playing. This is ridiculous.
Everyone cancel your pre-orders, everyone. It's fucking stupid.
Wow.
They even lied to the Madden Chills.
Wow.
They lied to him.
Wow. What other reason would they have for removing
a
single player?
The other people.
A single player
Oh, you
mode.
know why. You know why.
But it's like never been this blatant.
No.
It's never been this slap in the face. And they thought they could hide this. They didn't tell any of the content creators.
No, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
But to have the slowest.
They still have the slowest. They're like, yeah, of course we're going to leave that there. You'll be paying us double. You want to pay us $200?
The interest rate.
$100?
The interest rate.
Oh my God. There's got to be a way to fucking disable that.
Yeah, bros. Like, I don't even care. I don't even care anymore. Like, you just sucked out all of.
I honestly think you're just doing angry rain.
I wish
this is it. This is the review. Fuck off.
Yeah, I shouldn't have even seen this yet. I wanted to get some good plays and enjoyment out of it. But
we can make our destiny, but we're gonna have to play in our school for 150 years. So our coach
Cough my shit, bitch.
Level 100.
No, Joe. video. I was focused on other shit. I'm over here Dynasty because I like Dynasty. Dynasty is broken, Joe. The Dynasty. This doesn't. There's a whole completely different issue right now. Dynasty. If you do Dynasty and you sim 5 years ahead of time, all of the players get worse. The schools stop recruiting 3-star recruits.
Yeah, here's the other one.
And you would have to play for hundreds of hours or spend an extra $50 to $100 in real money to force South Alabama into a 5-star program. EA intentionally designed the progression math in College Football 27 to be an exhausting bottleneck. Even Google ChatGPT knows instantly.
You can spend a lot of hours if you want to. Well, we usually try to do that all the time. Take a shitty school and
send me that. Take a screenshot and send that to me, Joe. I think an angry rant is incoming. Angry rant tomorrow.
And the cherry on top, chat. I can't be 5'6". That's the cherry on top.
You're too short.
I can't be 5'6".
You're too short for this ride. I didn't even want to play this game until Friday. I don't want to do none of the early access bullshit. That's why everybody got out in front. A full national championship earns 3,750 experience for your guy, Joe.
This is for Dynasty.
And if you have the CEO ability,
That's fucking horseshit.
But if you don't have that, you're fucked. But that's only 16,250 XP.
Even in Texas Tech, there's no white cheerleaders. Where they at?
Where the white women at? Wait, I thought that was just our high school, Joe.
Nope. All right, I pointed. Now I'm gonna go sit down at the bench.
Okay, is she white? What the fuck?
What the fuck is going on? What is going on?
Guys! Do you not test the very first cutscene of 2027? You see this shit? So you're gonna have to do it yourself. What the fuck? That man elbowed him. Whoa, Joe. Whoa, what are you doing? That's not you? The cameraman's on crack. What is happening? Oh, shit. Alright, this game is broken and hilarious. Every year, EA. Every year.
It was coming.
And now it's coming. But I'm so shocked that EA is bringing it now when it's just a fucking barely a patch to the game. There's one or two new things. And they didn't bother, adding in the big school mode or the real life mode where you spend money and progress your character. They're adding it now when they've done nothing. They've done nothing significant and they're adding it. I think that's maybe to prep people. So if they have blowback right now, if people say no fucking way, I'm not accepting this, then when College Football 2028 comes out, it comes out with that big mode, right? It's psychological, Joe. That's what they're doing. So they're keeping the campus mode or whatever the new hotness is for the next game because they'll know everybody will buy it then with the microtransactions. They've already prepped people in the last game. Oh, we got microtransactions and we didn't like it because you didn't do anything. Oh, you're going to do something this time? Okay, well, maybe I'll buy it. That's what's going to happen. That if they get blowback for 27 for putting in microtransactions, they're going to actually do something for 28. And they probably knew that already because they're probably already working on 28 even when they were working on 27. Because I think 27 was just a patch for 26. And their real development resources are going into this upcoming campus world mode multi-purchase, microtransaction-filled garbage. Because they want to do what 2K is doing. They want that 2K money. And that's even worse if it's just rumors of this new mode, right? People are like, that mode's just rumors. Could you imagine if they don't even do the mode? Next year it's just the same. It's just another little patch.
Ooh, baby, go.
Well, the thing is, like, you want to play multiple times, your character is going to be $100. My character is going to be $100.
Hey, get the fuck away from me.
Another $100. Well, that's it, yeah. And the worst part is, you know, obviously they're going to make the grind a lot slower.
Yes, because that's what they did with 2K.
Yeah.
And that's why...
Swear to God, if that thing comes on me full speed and cuts that corner, I'm gonna be really fucking irritated.
Hi, Pierre. Caroline Elliott here. I voted conservative my entire life. I voted for you in your own CPC leadership race. My family and friends donate to you at my encouragement. I've attended events and knocked on doors for you. Spoken up for you on social media and in my columns that you've actually posted to your own social media. I was the only candidate to publicly endorse you ahead of your leadership review vote earlier this year. So your MPs, and now you personally, celebrating my defeat in the BC Conservative leadership race is disappointing.
By the way, guys, we should have a national holiday for Caroline Elliott not becoming the BC Conservative leader. She is fake. She is as authentic as Cheese Whiz. She was surrounding herself with sleazeball consultants and strategists. You should lose. You should lose forever. You should never come back. People sometimes say, well, she's a nice lady. Nice ladies, nice men do not actually employ people who smear others. Anthony Koch was one of the originators of the smear against Dallas Brody that she had mocked victims of molestation from residential schools. Complete nonsense. That was complete nonsense. He's gone around trying to smear her as mentally unwell, as mentally ill, because Anthony Koch has no morals. He's a fake. Everything he believes is just what he believes at that very moment, and it is subject to change based on who he's trying to be friends with. Before, he was on Poilievre's leadership campaign in 2022, which, by the way, is not an achievement. That was called trying to get back inside the game. Before that, he was a spokesperson. He was a media surrogate for Aaron O'Toole, and was in fact encouraging, was saying that it was a good thing that Aaron O'Toole did not want as much to do with the social conservatives and the freedom conservatives, and that we need to stay focused on the constituents we actually need to win around the GTA, which, by the way, you do need to win constituencies, ridings around the GTA, but the idea that we need to sideline, like, conservatives in order to win mushy middle voters in the GTA is wrong. You win the GTA the way you win everywhere else. Run on bold conservative ideas. And now he's rebranded himself and all of his other friends as cultural conservatives, which is a very telling label because they're not social conservatives. They're not fiscal conservatives. One of their friends, Nahal Singh, literally keeps talking down the idea of limited government. They're not even freedom conservatives. They're cultural conservatives, which means they want lower immigration. Ooh, what a controversial take these days. And they like John A. MacDonald. Cool. I guess we should make you prime minister because you don't want to throw one of the founding fathers of the country under the bus. We all like John A. MacDonald. We all like Wilfrid Laurier and Robert Borden. I think we're all pretty on board with those people. But apparently this means that they're like the conservative luminaries of Canada because they stand in the honor of Canadian heritage as if that's a new concept to any of us. But getting back to Caroline Elliott here, the idea that this had anything to do with her is nonsense. She is doing this because Corey Tanaiki probably told her to do this, or maybe Nick Kouvalis told her to do it, which would make sense because this was a bad idea, and Nick Kouvalis only ever has bad ideas somehow even worse than his own polling numbers.
The race is over, and it's time to unite, not divide. Because here's the thing.
By the way, she's actively trying to divide federal conservatives right now. She is inserting herself into a conversation that she is not part of in order to try and gin up this idea that Polyev is dividing people and running down good conservatives like her, you know, the former vice president of the BC Liberal Party.
In that race, my team, made up of many of your own former staff, broke records not just in total dollars raised, but in the number of small donations from every corner of BC. We drove the issue set the entire time on things you're starting to notice, like property rights. We engaged thousands of people who'd never even considered voting conservative before, who brought new levels of energy and excitement to the cause.
Why did you lose then? How did you lose? You had $1.5 million. How did you lose? She has, here's the thing. One of the biggest problems of the campaign was her staff. Do you know why these people don't work for Pierre Poilievre anymore? Or they've never worked for him, like Corey Tenike? Because they don't like them. Because the Poilievre conservatives don't trust them. And so you hired them because they were available, and that ended up being a giant albatross around your campaign's neck, on top of the fact that Caroline Elliott has less chemistry with voters than I have with my own bath mat. She is just not authentic. She is, in fact, fairly high-handed and fairly, I would say, arrogant when you actually have any interaction with her. So many voters who talked to her at her own events found her extremely condescending. In this very video, she's trying to talk to Pierre Poilievre like he's a 5-year-old and she's his teacher.
And despite a very close loss in that race, I'm doing everything I can to continue to fight our disastrous NDP government here in BC. Because I know that politics is about addition, not subtraction. Putting the public interest ahead of personal disputes. Welcoming people in, not shutting them out.
Oh, yes, guys. Let's welcome in the corrupt lobbyist, Corey Tenike, a guy who has somehow risen to the level of being worth 8 figures. Somehow, it's just some guy who does politics in Canada. Somehow he's worth more than 8 figures now. I wonder why that is. Is it because a lot of contracts that went out from Doug Ford's Ontario PC government just happened to arrive in the hands of people that Corey Tenike knows? I don't know. I'm just speculating.
I'll keep fighting every day to bring people together for the future of my province and our country. I just hope you decide to do that too.
I just hope that you decide to do that too. As if he's not doing that. Caroline Elliott is a hack. It is good that she didn't get elected. The BC Conservative Party, the federal Conservative Party, should not let her run for them. At the very least, I'm in favor of open nominations. The voters in any riding that she chooses to try and run in should probably reject her, because this is a very dishonest thing that she's doing here in order to help her friend Corey Tenike. Imagine if she became the BC Conservative leader and she started using the power of that office to put pressure on Poilievre to step down as the federal Conservative Party leader, because that is what all this is calculated to do. Check out these articles that have been coming out in the aftermath of the video that she made. Here's one from the National Post, which, although it is a conservative outlet, there are a lot of people who are stronger allies of Ford and Tenike at this outlet than there are Pierre Poilievre guys. National Post headline here: former BC Conservative leadership candidate calls Poilievre's jib disappointing. Why is this an article at all? We made an article on Caroline Elliott not being able to understand context. How was it an attack on her for Poilievre to go after an Eastern Canadian lobbyist? I know that
I don't think it's Yorkas out here.
Difficult time during the BC Conservative leadership race, figuring out where she
Maybe, I don't know, a few hundred years ago.
Whether she was a Surrey girl or a North Vancouver person, depending on who you talk to. But I'm pretty sure she should understand the difference between West Coast, left-hand Caroline, and East Coast, right-hand Caroline. The East is on your right, and the West is on your left. If you're looking north towards the north, just a little bit of some directional, help there for you. And we have a lot, and we have another article right here from National News Watch. BC conservative slams Pierre Poilievre, tells him to unite, not divide. Notice how in this headline from the Toronto Star, they just call her BC conservative because they want to make it seem like he's at odds with the BC conservatives, like he's attacking that party. He is not. He did absolutely no such thing. But the media is mobilizing around a movement to try and shove him out of office. Here's another headline. This is not tied to the Red Tory thing, but just the way the media is going really hard after Pierre Poilievre now for dishonest things. Look at this. petition calls on federal government to end funding for official opposition leaders' Ottawa residence. Now, if you read the CTV News article here, there is the implication that somehow Polyev was against the renovations to 24 Sussex, as if Polyev was saying that Mark Carney should not have an official residence or the Prime Minister should not have one. He never said that. Reporters started bringing up the repairs to 24 Sussex to him at a media press conference, and he just said he doesn't really care about that topic because it's just not what he's focused on. He didn't oppose the repairs in any way. But now there's a petition being run against him, and with all these smears and implications about how, well, now he should have Stornoway taken away from him because he thinks 24 Sussex should be taken away from the Prime Minister. This never happened. Not at all. It didn't. That is not even 2% true. It is a complete lie. Here's an article from Anthony Koch that also came out from the National Post today. He says, hot off the presses, my latest in the National Post. I'm sure the comments will be eventful. Believe it or not, politics isn't about racking up likes and retweets. And he wrote this article, we will go to it now, that is entitled, sorry, just removing the stupid ads. I'm a conservative who wants to win. That doesn't make me a liberal. It's so, I love like the fake martyrdom here of him acting like people are calling him a liberal for like his opinions on wanting conservatives to win. People think he's a liberal because he keeps backing liberals, because a lot of his record is fairly red Tory-ish, and overall he's just really making up a fake conflict he's never actually had with people. On the subhead reads, your based Instagram reel isn't helping us form government. And right here he says, I am sick to death of being told that wanting conservatives to win elections somehow makes me a liberal. It's one of the stupidest ideas to infect the Canadian political right, and there has been some doozies in recent years, and it has become an excuse for failure. Apparently, if you care about whether conservatives can actually form government, you're a fake conservative. If you think candidates should avoid obvious own goals, you're a sellout. If you think messaging matters, you're weak. If you suggest that screaming into a void isn't political strategy, you're accusing of wanting liberal light. Well, in a certain sense, that's exactly what he's doing. Whenever people talk about candidate-owned goals, they're basically saying that candidates shouldn't talk. They should be quiet and sit in the back. And by the way, one of my critiques of the Polyev conservatives in the 2025 federal election is that their messaging was too controlled. It was too safe. So what Anthony Koch is saying here, because this thing goes into basically saying influencers are bad and the Conservative Party needs to move away from content creators and influencers, which is super funny because Anthony at one point tried to be a commentator on CBC and was fired for calling a woman the C word, who, by the way, you know who was the one guy to defend him after he was fired? Me. I was the only one to defend him after he was fired in an article back when I used to write articles for the National Telegraph rather than make videos. I defended him because he was quite elevated and angry after October 7th, while people in Canadian media were like downplaying the slaughter of over 1,000 Jewish people on October 7th, and he let loose a word that you probably still shouldn't use anyways, but I actually defended him there. But he absolutely wanted to be a content creator and an online influencer. He just happened to suck at it and failed. And now he's trying to be this like stalwart, wise old owl political strategist, and it's just not working, especially when you keep losing races. That's not exactly a good look. And don't bring up the 2022 leadership race. Polyev was going to win. Everyone who wanted to try and get a job was getting onto Pierre Polyev's campaign. Anyways, so we don't need to go into any more of that, but there's this kind of this coordinated effort to try and say like Polyev's bad for being with influencers, and he's bad for, I guess, not wanting Corey Tenike to dig his way into the federal Conservatives and undermine him, because Polyev took a shot at Corey Tenike at that Stampede barbecue, because Corey Tenike has been taking shots at him since before the last election. Corey keeps trying to frag Pierre. Pierre swings back, takes a shot at Corey Tenike. It was super effective, and now all the Red Tory allies of Corey Tenike are butthurt about it. I keep calling him Tenike. I don't respect him enough to really get the last name right. I'll try and do it going forward, Corey. No promises. But it's funny. All the sorts of people that we're supposed to look up to, apparently. The people that were like, I guess, the luminaries that should be leading the conservative movement. Do you know one of the guys who tried to go after Aaron Gunn for some reason that's on in Corey Tenike's circle and was on Caroline Elliott's campaign? It's the guy who runs campaign research, Nick Kuvalis. Aaron Gunn put out this video that said in the header, could this be the start of a massive liberal NDP corruption scandal that does major damage to the Liberals in Ottawa and the BC NDP? When it comes to the billionaire developer bailout, Canadians have serious and legitimate questions. And it's a clip of him speaking at the ethics committee that the Liberals shut down. That was trying to investigate the $3.2 billion condo bailout that the Liberals and the BC NDP had gone in together, bailing out developers in the Vancouver and Burnaby areas. Nick Kuvalis on Corey Tenike's squad says, Aaron Gunn, dude, you got to start dealing with that receding hairline. It's a problem. So we have Caroline Elliott coming out and wondering, is Pure Polyev going to choose to not divide our movement? And she's never actually spoken out about Nick Kuvalis, who was acting like this even on her campaign. As her terrible campaign pollster, he was treating her own volunteers poorly. He was treating opponents of her campaign really poorly. And I'm not saying you have to like opponents of your campaign, but maybe don't be a complete jerk. This is, by the way, he's trying to go after Aaron Gunn for an apparent receding hairline. This is what I posted in response to that. You broke into a bar after closing to drink. It's just embarrassing watching you try and take shots taking shots at other people. You are good at doing shots, not taking shots. And I have here a CBC headline from 2017. Political strategist Nick Kuvalis and an activist charged with breaking into restaurant. They broke into a Kelsey's apparently to keep drinking at one night. And this guy is going to be the one trying to go after the behavior or looks of other individuals in the conservative movement. I don't see Nahal Singh or Anthony Koch or Ben Woodfiden or Brian Lilly or any of these people coming out to say that that's bad behavior. It's only going at Pure Polyev right now for the thinnest of reasons. These people do not have principles. They simply want contracts. Here's a great example of what these people believe. Nahal Singh, ally of people like Harjit Singh Gill, who thinks it's debatable whether or not it's okay to blow up people on Air India. Nahal Singh here says, the Canadian right campaigning on limited government is a lost cause. These people are, in fact, red Tories. They are, in fact, blue liberals. They don't believe in small government. They're cultural conservatives. Ooh, guys, they like John A. Macdonald. Better make these guys in charge of the conservative movement. What else do they believe in? I don't know. Apparently, we need to hire them, though, because nobody else is hiring them at the moment. We have here Brian Lilly, that article that he wrote about Polyev, about if he actually wants to be prime minister. Nahal Singh responded saying people should be worried. They're being told there's a method to this madness. The reality is that there's no method. It's all madness. I notice that the way that the red Tories, the loser consultants, and the lobbyists are talking about Pierre Polyev these days is the way people talk about Donald Trump. These people sound like if Pierre Polyev was the Republican president of the United States, they sound like Democrats going after him. Oh my goodness, it's always this fake. Oh my goodness, are you doing okay? Is Polyev doing okay? The same garbage that people do to people like Dallas Brody in British Columbia. She's doing very well. In fact, she's still very much leading the ideological movement in British Columbia. And you got all these people like Anthony Koch saying, "Oh, is she mentally okay? She doing okay? Oh my goodness, she mocked molestation victims." He doesn't believe that. He was even called out on it, and his only evidence was there's a 3-second clip cut out of context where they're just saying that that's who she was mocking when she was using a mocking voice. In fact, mocking postmodernists who don't believe in the concept of truth when she was talking about the Kamloops 215 lie. You got so many people right now boosting the Elliott video here, like David Denhoff.
Just launch it. Oh, it's so loud, dude.
Ascension. 7, 15, 1, 2, 19, 7, 25, 6, 13.
I just have my eyes closed right now. I'm just listening. All right, what's going on, guys? It's Jeb, and we're here on the PlayStation 5 port of Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. My plan overall is to hop onto the game, see what's going on with it, play a match out, probably go over and do the same thing over on BO2, and we go from there. Welcome to Call of Duty Black Ops. Please configure your console for the optimal experience. Okay, perfect. We leave it like that. We go loud. Headphones. Ooh, that changed a lot. Aim assist, button layout. We're going tactical. Listen, listen. Player match, private match, we got combat training, okay? Level 1, it's right there. Dude, we can turn on the microphone and the controller. Edit player card. Wait, whoa. Wait, I think you can still make emblems. Well, I mean, we can't really look at anything right now, so let's play a match out real quick and see what happens, I guess. Holy, I can't hear anyone in game chat. It's fine. Oh, we got Nuketown as the first game. Oh, I'm so in. I guess we go MP5. It's definitely a little bit more delayed than how it was feeling on Plutonium, as expected. I'm glad the FOV doesn't feel too crazy for me right now. Oh, it's delayed, man. Hold on, it feels crazy. Dude, how many grenades are there? Holy shit. Wait till I get Flak Jacket. Oh, Flak Jacket Tac Mask is gonna be so beautiful. We won. 17 and 12. Definitely one of those games that feels brand new. This is so crazy. I don't even know. Okay, so we got created class now. Where's the FAMAS? Level 14. Oh, we're gonna need Flak Jacket. We have this currency in the top right. I know we need a lot of it by the time we get to gold camo. We're not getting gold camo until prestige 14. So, all right, let's see if a custom class feels any better. Like, the MP5 is okay, it's just, it's not the 74U, and it's not the FAMAS, so... Sitting on this fucking Jeep. We lost, boys. Enfield RPK. Oh, right, the contract system. I forgot about this. Yeah, contract killer. Right, I forgot about this. Wait, why can I only select one of them? It won't let me go down. Am I crazy? It's only letting me pick the top and bottom ones? I can't pick the rest of the menu. Yeah, all of them work this way. Pressing up right now, and it's all stuck. If I press down, it goes all the way to the bottom. I think that's a bug. It has to be a bug, right? We were expecting some issues. Now, the main problem is that ever going to be fixed? Maybe not. Honestly, I don't think so. You don't get the player card until level 10, but it seems like the emblem editor is there. All right, let's check out BO2. Oh my goodness, the quality. I mean, visually, it didn't look that bad. I don't know if... I can't really tell what resolution it is. I mean, my output's saying 1440p, but like, obviously the textures are not 1440p, so... Now, obviously, I'm aware that I'm definitely in the more vocal minority here about liking BO1 more than BO2. By no means am I ever saying that BO2 is a bad game. It's one of, if not the greatest Call of Duty that we ever had across the board. It was the peak of everything in the multiplayer scene. Black Ops 2, okay. Put the glasses on, hold on. Welcome, David Mason. Welcome to BO2. Oh, there we go. All right, vibration off. We go tactical. Our sensitivity for now. I was playing on 14. I guess we'll look around 8 at the moment since we're not sniping yet. Graphics settings. Play online. Oh, man. Emblem editor. Oh, you can just make it. You can just make it right now. New emblem. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is gonna be bad. Bold move, guys. Let's see how it works out. Apparently you can buy the DLC packs, like the baking camo and weaponized and all those. Apparently they're free, that you can go and download over on the store.
Watch
so
this.
Nice. Prestige mode, player cards, challenges. Oh, man. Gotta go back and unlock diamond and stuff all over again. Maybe that would be a better series to kind of do, though. Like, just going for the diamond camo. All right, let's go. So we got all the modes here. I don't know. I don't recall BO1 being like that. Nuke jacked.
This, if it's already in the game and it's already coded for the game and you could just flip a switch and it's on, this should just be added to the game immediately. All of it. New content.
It should be
and
added
then
next week.
October. Yes. And then October. Dude, the game would literally be slightly reinvigorated. If they made this big up, like, do you see how massive this update would be? Yeah, so this is the Chinese version of Arc Raiders that we're gonna play tonight. I know you guys are thinking, what is Chinese Arc Raiders, bro? Guys, Tencent is the name of a gaming company in China. They own massive portions of so many different games. Epic Games, I think they have shares in Riot Games that makes League of Legends and Valorant, etc. They basically, what they do is they go in and they have laws and regulations and different things and stipulations, etc. in China that do not allow the games to be released as is. So they need to go in and basically change the games according to the rules and regulations of China. So the game is different, bro. It's different in particular on Arc for the better. Skill trees work completely differently. A lot of the skills work the way they used to work. This movement speed in the game is faster. The sliding is longer. The diving is further. It is insane. The Venator is good again. The Toro is good again. The trigger nades are busted again. Now, necessarily, those things aren't necessarily good. Those should necessarily be changed. Those should most likely be changed as the game goes on. But regardless, the movement speed of the game and all these other things that Lies is talking about, the bonuses for leveling up, and they have tons of different things that the main game doesn't have. It actually boggles my fucking mind. Here's a video by the Gaming Merchant. This guy makes tons of great Arc videos. This is about Chinese Arc. So this is a video called Chinese Arc Raiders looks very good. I'm just going to watch it super quick. Maybe not going to watch the whole thing, but just
What the fuck?
Of what Chinese Arc is for anybody that does not know.
This is an exclusive version to the Chinese region. It's got a different development team working on it. So
What is this? What is this? Look at this item, chat. Look at this item he puts down right here. It looks like a Vita spray or Vita spray, however you say it, that basically heals the entire team. What in the hell? It's like a trophy system.
Got a different development team working
that
on
just
it.
spins and heals your team.
Be a lot different.
Wow,
The content decisions they make will be different. Loadouts. Yeah, we've all been asking for
loadouts, chat. How long have we been asking for the ability to go into the game and go to here and go somewhere in here, and instead of me having to go in and create this every single time, if I have the items in my inventory, I should be able to click one button and everything goes into my inventory, bro. What in the fuck is going on? Why does China get this shit first, bro? What is this? What is this, bro?
And the Chinese version already has it. You can set up 3 different loadouts, and so long as you have all of the resources to build that out, once you set the loadout out, you just click a button and it's instantly made and you're ready to go into the raid. It's that quick, that efficient. Really, really awesome. I hope they add this to the main version of the game. I mean, it's
Fuck, I hate that.
in the flesh.
It's just jarring. Well, it'll slow you down because you've hit this left trigger. Like, whoever fucking thought that was a good idea is a fucking retard.
4 new game modes.
Ugh. Just things like that break your immersion. Oh, we'll see this. Look, you're on the left trigger, and then you're limited.
This is already created by the game, but it's all of this extra content that Embark Studios, because they're still the studio, if I'm not mistaken, hear me out on this. Tencent has the rights to the game, so they change the game how they see fit, right? To better cater to a Chinese player base, whatever that means. But if I'm not mistaken, Embark still creates the fucking game. I could be wrong. I'm not an engineer. Someone can fact check me. I'm completely fine if I'm wrong. Don't take my word for it. I do not know for sure. But regardless, this shit is still in the game. They could just flip a switch and it's there. Now, I am praying to the lords of Arc and Embark that come October, this is not the update, bro. I hope they add all of this stuff to the game. Well, we're gonna see if we like all that. You know, what I mean? Hopefully there's all the good shit, loadouts, etc., game modes, whatever. But I hope come October there's still new, fresh content that we've never seen before. There better be. I'm really hoping there is. But I mean, because how in the hell are they going to compete with GTA? But this should all just be flip the switch, bro. Flip the switch right now and add loadouts and add all these cool game modes and like what are we doing?
That we'll talk about. But first, let's look at all of the augments. Yeah, there's a bunch more augments in the game. I couldn't figure out what all of them do because there was no footage of the descriptions of all of them, but we got a couple.
MK3 support type, a combat enhanced focus on defensive sustainability during battles. Slowly regenerate shield after leaving.
Gank that bitch.
Regenerate shield. I don't think there's anything like that. There are some that regenerate heals, that regenerate your base health, but not your shields. I don't think that's a thing.
This one has a regenerating adrenaline shot, which is huge. I spend so much plastic and chemicals on adrenaline shots. It's ridiculous.
I mean, that's cool, but I feel like the MK3 is probably still better. But it is really cool not having to take adrenaline because that is annoying. But it's not that annoying. I mean, that's what I mean. Like, I feel like I would probably still want to be able to crawl out and stay alive longer so my teammates can finish the fight and, you know what I mean, etc. But anyway, it's still cool.
This one could really save me a lot of resources. It's cool to see. They could easily add this to the main game. It really wouldn't be that hard. So hopefully they do it in the future. We've also got the Trailblazer
The healing grenade.
as a healing grenade. So you throw it and it leaves a trail blaze of
What?
healing dust.
Dude, this is so cool. You can just throw this shit and heal up your team. Like, okay, bro, picture this, bro. You are in Stellamontes. Your boy is deep. He's behind a pole somewhere, and he's out of heals, and you're getting pushed by a team, and you fucking Kobe that shit, and you hit him with it, and it heals him back up, and he wins the fight, bro. That's so cool. What in the world? They could just activate. They could flip the switch and just throw this into the game. That's so cool.
They had a boombox, and it was basically another instrument. You could play it, and it would play tunes out of the boombox. Pretty cool.
Dude, what in the fuck is going
Interesting. Yes, me bye. We're looking spiffy, boys. 719-610. He his own fucking guy.
Some of these scooters will This map is massive. Oh, this is where the treasure map's at. Man, this game's gorgeous. Yes, sir. Smokers. It's a fucking man of war. Here we go, boys. Catching with the sails down. Get these maneuverability here. Definitely got the firepower fucking advantage. Fuck, she's pulling away harder. Oh, fuck. Well, we're dead. I didn't realize they were just gonna pull on furnace with fucking dumping bombs. Ooh. You see all your upgrades you just got? They're useless because this little boat just started shitting on you with barrels. Are you telling me I have to do that whole fucking thing again? On fucking real, dude. For fucking health to nothing. Oh, them bomb me. What they doing? Goofy fucking cunt. So I hate games that do shit like that. play some